Low effort men are going on the internet and begging women to date them. A lot of women are staying away from such men because those men don't understand what it is to be in a relationship. They don't make effort at all.
Listen, some of y'all ladies gonna have to settle. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Why should a lady settle with a man that is of low effort? A man that believes that his presence alone is good enough for a relationship to work. Sometimes I ask myself if these men do what they do intentionally, because I've heard some men say that low effort men pretend to be low effort when they don't like you. But if you see those men in another relationship with a woman that they like, they tend to make effort. I find it hard to believe that. I believe some men are naturally lazy and are clueless. So I don't know if they are naturally low effort or they are pretending to be low effort.
What if you're dating a super busy man and 9 out of the 10 dates are last minute at his house?
And that man is not seriously trying to date you, or he's ashamed to take you in public. When a man is dating a woman that he's actually proud of, that he wants other people to know about, he's scheduling real dates, he's making time for you, and he's definitely not booty calling you to his house. And the sad reality is the longer that you tolerate and allow someone to do these things to you and not take you on real dates, the longer they're going to keep you in this limbo of not being in a real relationship.
Because a woman doesn't ask for much doesn't mean give her the bare minimum.
A man that truly likes a woman is not going to give that woman the bare minimum. A man that truly likes a woman will get joy by seeing his girl smile. It's that easy, but y'all not trying to hear that.
Continue to put in this much effort and you just keep putting in more, then all it does is reward the amount of effort that I'm putting in right now. More effort does not equal more progress. More effort equals permanence of the dynamic you don't want.
Hey, listen, you disrespect yourself when you beg a guy for the bare minimum. Attention, affection, and effort should be standard, so don't settle for less. Hey, listen, if he isn't putting in the effort with you, remember this: a man will put in the effort for someone he wants to be with. So if he isn't willing to step up, it's time for you to move on and find someone who will.
Look, hear me out. Men settle where they find peace. Women create peace where they are treated well. You can't demand a safe space if you're not treating your woman well, not loving her right, being affectionate and considerate of her feelings. It takes effort from both sides to make it work.
So do you think low effort men are intentionally not making effort because they don't like the women they are with? Or they are just clueless when it comes to how relationship works? And for those ladies that make tons of excuses for men that appear to always be busy, oh, he's busy, that's why he didn't call me. Oh, he's busy, that's why he didn't reply my message. If a man loves you, if a man wants to be with you, he's ready to climb 7 mountains to make that happen. So stop subjecting yourself to being a booty call, or he only calls you when he gets home, or he only has time for me when he's home. The reason why he has time for you when he's home is because he wants to unwind with you in his bed. So stop making yourself available in such situation. If a man wants you, he's going to make the effort to make that happen. Let's listen to this man begging women to settle, because the low effort men are no longer getting attention from women. Women know better. Women don't want to subject themselves to torture and painful relationships.
Ladies, how long y'all gonna fight this battle, man? I'm telling you, ladies, niggas tired, man. I just want y'all to just give in, man, because I just see so many frustrated niggas out here. I don't want them to start punching y'all, man. A frustrated man will punch you. And I don't want that for y'all. Let's get back to, you know what I'm saying? Not even get back to, let's just enhance the in-house cooking. Ladies, y'all treat some time. Call and check on your nigga. You get what I'm saying? Cause I don't want to see a world full of black eyes around here, man. Cause these niggas, it's frustrating. It's a recession. They tired of that. They keep on kicking out money to get to know you. They tired. They tired of you saying you healing. And I just don't want to see y'all head get twisted around, man. Cause I'm really on your side, yo. So just, ladies, just throw in the towel. And just, you know what I mean? Cause I don't want to see y'all getting punched, man. I don't. Lord knows they could 3-piece.
Do I really have to speak on this one? Ladies, they want a return to the old days. And the good ones, like this one thinks he is, are co-signing the violence. If he really did not want to see us harmed, he would be directing messages toward his broke, frustrated, and angry brothers. But instead, he's telling us that we need to get back into the households, cook more, cater to our men, check on them, spend our money on them. Ladies, I hope you understand what is going on. Bend at the knee, get back into the house, or we are going to hurt you. That is what they keep telling us over and over and over.
Ladies, do not settle. Make sure you vet the man you want to be with. Let me say this. I don't know how far you are in your journey, but let me say you have degrees, you have something working for you already. I would want to believe that you made efforts to get to where you are. Financially, probably you took loans, or your parents supported you, or you had a lot of job that gave you money to fund your education. That is a whole lot of effort. You made sacrifices, family supported you, friends supported you, and you got to this point. And at the end of the day, you find yourself in a relationship that is not serving you. That is you not loving yourself. That is you doing a disservice to yourself, because you don't deserve that. If you wanted to be in such a situation that is not serving you, you wouldn't have made all them effort in the first place. Why make all them effort and end up with someone that takes you back to point zero? Because that's exactly what it is when you end up with a man that is low effort in a relationship, a man that is not adding value to your life. He's going to end up making your life miserable.
Last night I had such a bad date. I'm like kind of scared for my life because this guy is kind of psycho. So I met this guy on Hinge. It always starts with Hinge. He picked this like sushi restaurant. He wanted to go get sushi. And he asked me what type of food I like. I told him I'm pretty much open-minded, just pick anything. And so like everything was fine, but he would kind of give me like subtle flags that he had like a small temper. Like he would get like mad over like little things, like, you know, just waiting 5 seconds for the valet person to get the car. But I'm a nice person. I'm a nice girl. I like to see the best in people. So I kind of like ignore those stuff. Big mistake. So at the beginning of the day, he proceeds to say that he has never done anything like this for a woman. He said that he had to drive all the way from Beverly Hills to downtown, and he's never done that. And he's never taken out a woman on a date. So I'm like, what type of women have you been dating then? Like, so when we finished our food, he asked me what I wanted to do after. And I was like, oh, you know, whatever you want. We can go to like a bar, we can go to a club, whatever. So guess what he suggested? He said, since you have a luxury apartment, why don't we go back to your place? And I told him, absolutely not. I don't know you. I don't take people back to my place. Sorry. Respectfully. I said that very respectfully. And he got mad. He kept asking me why. Why can't I go to your place? Why can't I, there's no reason. Like, why is the reason? The reason is stupid. Kept saying because I didn't have a valid reason as to why I didn't want to let him into my apartment, that I had to let him in my apartment. At that point, I excused myself to go to the restroom. I was going to leave the date. But, you know, me as a nice person, I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't know. I'm very nice. I should have left because when I came back, he asked me to split the bill, which threw me off because you suggested to go out with me. You took me on a date. Now you're asking me to pay half because I didn't let you go into my apartment because you didn't get lucky. I grabbed the check. I told the waiter, he's weird. I'm leaving. Charge his card. I'm gone. This man proceeded to chase me down and hold me back and started calling me Mexican trash and broke Mexican. I don't know. He started calling me all these racial slurs. I literally left on a scooter and he started texting me all this crazy shit. I blocked him. He started calling me on unknown numbers. He starts like spamming my Instagram with comments and just disrespectful shit. Literally had to email Hinge and show Hinge all the email threads, everything. I screenshot everything. Like, I am worried I have a stalker now and could kill me because he knows where I live. Men worry about getting finessed on a date out of a meal, but women worry about literally getting killed.
Basically what you do is you go over to girl house, you know what I'm saying? This is the first time she let you come through, you know what I'm saying? You gotta hit her at her house the first time. This is the only way the plan is gonna work. So you get her to let you come over there and hit her at her crib. You dog it down. You feel me? Beat the Doonies all the way down. You feel me? And then fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you gotta make sure it's on a day that you know she gotta go to work in the morning. You feel me? So you come over there, kill it, fall asleep. If she wake up in the morning and just go to work and don't wake you up and tell you to leave or nothing like that, then just don't never leave. Just post up, you know what I'm saying? When she come back, be there, you know what I'm saying?
Hobosexuals are the worst low effort men you would ever want to be in a relationship with. They live off women. It's a premeditated stuff for them. It's something they planned it out, and then they go out there to hunt women that are well to do, women that have houses. They don't want to pay rent. Once they move in with you, you automatically become their father, their mother, because you're going to pay the rent, you feed them, you clean after them. They expect you to treat them as a king, and all they bring to the table is sex and nothing more. That's it. So it's something they plan. They look for women that are well-to-do, women that are paying rent, women that are living in good houses. You heard what the lady said. Oh, the man said, you live in a luxury apartment. Let's go to your house. And he kept on insisting. So why would you insist on going to someone's house on a first date? What does that tell you? He already had plans. He planned it. He already knew what he wanted to do. And that guy advising hobosexuals on what to do. You go to the house and make sure you go the day that she has to go to work in the morning. You move in and you don't leave the house anymore. So you have to be smart. I don't see any reason why you're dating someone that you move the person into your house. Are you a charity organization? Is he a charity case to you? Is he your charity project? If that's not the case, then I don't see any reason why you should be dating a man, or a man is dating you and then you bring the man into your house and you guys don't talk about splitting bills, don't talk about who is going to pay what and who is not going to pay what. You bring him into the house and you assume that he's supposed to know. Let me tell you, these days people don't know. People pretend not to know. Even when something is obvious to them, they pretend not to know. So you have to break the ice and have that important conversation, because if you don't, they will never have this conversation. They will shy away from the conversation because in the first place, their plan was never to have such conversation. Their plan was to eat off you. So having such conversations are going to put things straighten things, and people would know what they're going to do, and he would know your boundaries, and you will set boundaries. So he doesn't want that, so you don't expect him to have such conversations with you. So you have to have such conversations if you've decided to be a charity organization to a man.
You know, I was thinking, and something that I wish my parents prepared me for was how predatory men can really be once you start dating. And in this instance, I'm specifically talking about hobosexuals, or men who are trying to use you to stay at your house. I moved out at a young age. I had my own place by the time I was 20 years old, and shortly after I moved into my first apartment, a man was living with me. Now, this is my first real official relationship, so I was really naive, and also, I think that I was so high off the freedom of having my own place that I was just excited to be able to have a man over. When a guy is constantly telling you about how bad his home life is and how much he doesn't get along with his parents or whoever he lives with, he is probably building you up to feel bad for him so that he can show up at your door with the suitcase. The thing about men is they usually don't have a problem setting boundaries and letting you know, okay, it's time for you to go. You've been in my space for too long and I need my solitude back. But with us, we tend to just do whatever we can to make them feel comfortable and make them feel appeased. But the fact is, if I'm paying the rent, when it's time to go, I don't need a rhyme or reason to eject you. So my advice would be have very, and I mean extremely strong boundaries about when and for how long a man is welcome in your home. And honestly, I really want to say they shouldn't be welcome in your home. Because apart from them possibly trying to move in with you, it's really a safety threat. And I really do mean it's really a safety threat. And in retrospect, I feel like I was robbed of really valuable time to learn what living alone is like and having my own space and really just being alone and figuring out who I really was. So
You know, recently I heard one of my mutuals say that a man will live with a woman and expect to pay nothing, but when a woman lives with a man, he wants her to split the bills 50-50. And if that ain't the truth, like some of these men, they can just live with you and just stay with you for absolutely nothing. So the only woman that's going to cook, clean, do your laundry, and take care of you is your mother. So why don't you take that duffel bag and head to her house? Now, truthfully, her first mistake was having you put that duffel bag down in her house without beforehand having a conversation with you about what your share of the utilities and the rent would be. The fact that you thought you could just lay up for free? Like, for what? Like, some of these men, they always talk about what women bring to the table. You're staying in her house, eating her food, running up her utilities for what? Like, what does she get out of that? Like, if the relationship isn't mutually beneficial, most of us don't want it. Some men associate themselves with women who have the nice things because they want access to those nice things. They want to be in those neighborhoods. They want to be in those communities, and they can't get there by themselves. So all of a sudden they fall in love with somebody like you. The last thing you want to do is be somebody's gateway to your lifestyle. Just like how Steve tried to tell Kiki, never let somebody fall in love with your lifestyle.
So that you can't give nobody your lifestyle.
Yeah.
He got to come in here with a lifestyle that you can put it together with.
Ladies, you need to build up those walls. You need to set those boundaries and hold on to them. Do not let anyone date you because of your lifestyle. Do not let anyone use love to deceive you. The word, oh, I love you, or I want to be with you. You need to know exactly what they love. Do they love your lifestyle, or they love you truly? Because what we have online these days are people falling in love with celebrities' lifestyle. They don't love the person. They just love the way the person lives, what the person has. And we have that a lot in relationships. So you need to be sure of what someone loves. Does the person love you? Is the person in love with your lifestyle or with you as a person? Low effort men. I think those men should focus on fixing themselves, focus on bettering their life, focus on making corrections, being a better version of themselves, learning how to be in a relationship, being responsible, rather than begging women to date them. Nobody wants a liability. Dating a low effort man is too much of work, too much of emotional torture, trauma. You can name it. Nobody wants to subject themselves to such a situation anymore because people are now very much aware of what is going on. Women are becoming woke every day. They're getting more knowledgeable when it comes to relationship and what men are up to. So rather than coming online and crying and begging women to settle, why don't you focus on how to be a better version of yourself? They have materials everywhere. They have books. They have tutorials everywhere. If you're really keen on being a better version of yourself, focus on that. Do what you're supposed to do rather than come online and make videos that don't make sense.
Someone wants to make the effort, they will text you, they will arrange a date to see you, they will meet your family, they will take you out, they will do all of those things because it is important to them. If they can't be bothered and they're not emotionally involved, they won't. It's as simple as that. And I think something else that I've really learned is I'd often chase people who weren't putting in effort because I wanted them around, and I've come to realize, why am I trying to force someone to see me and to be in my life if they don't want to? That is such a waste of my time. Whereas actually, if he wanted to, he would.
If a man doesn't call you, it's because he doesn't want to call you.
There's only so much excuses you can make for someone that doesn't make time for you. When a man truly loves and values you, he will definitely show you. It wouldn't even matter if he worked a 12-hour shift, he would make the time for you, whether that's in his break or after work. He would even travel to the other side of the world just to see you. The more you make excuses to why this person can't make time, the more you hurt yourself. How long are you going to live in delusion and just taking his word for it? If you keep allowing this man to make no effort, you're doing yourself a disservice. And he will just see you as a placeholder. So respect yourself enough to walk away if he's not giving you the effort that you want. For relationship and mental health coaching, click the link in my bio.
Let me tell you something, ladies. This season is hobosexual season. Now, hobosexual season starts between fall and winter time. This is the men that be needing a place to stay, and they gonna use your place. So let me tell you something. This is signs of the hobosexuals out here. Now, the first sign is that his mama. If you have any type of connection with his mama, and his mama may say things like to you, oh, he is such a good catch, he good, but he live at home in her basement, she tried to get rid of him. Now, you probably done met the mama at your church. You be thinking, oh, church is so safe and everything like that, but it don't be safe. Then, if you meet her at the grocery store and stuff like that, and she talk about, oh, she got a good son and all this other stuff, hobosexual. Don't be messing with him, okay? Okay, then the next sign is if they got them dirty white tennis shoes and stuff like that. That possibly could be the hobosexual. Then if they got the tartar teeth. Okay, first off, I want to know where you met somebody with the damn tartar teeth in the first place. Where is your friends? Where is your group of people that you meet somebody that got the damn tartar teeth? Okay, that be hobosexuals. That just may be hobosexuals out here. All right, and then if you go to the grocery store with somebody, okay, they got the homosexual tendencies. If you go into the store and they know how to nicely, neatly pack the cart, okay, don't act like you don't know what that possibly means. I don't need to break that down for you. That man is the homosexual of all the homosexuals, okay? Now look here, I'm just trying to look out for you between these seasons, okay? Between fall and the winter time equals the hobosexual. I'm trying to help you out with your bills so your bills don't get all high and stuff like that. Your heat don't get high because of these hobosexuals. I'm looking out for y'all, all right? Thank you, goodbye, have a great one.
Listen, some of y'all ladies gonna have to settle. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but listen.
He has 2,000 likes and 17,000 comments. So what I love about this is that he's very slow, but he is reminding us of what the collective is. The collective of women are like, no, sir, we don't have to settle. And the collective of men are just not evolving fast enough to understand what's actually happening. All that aside, there's a million stitches, and I agree with all of them. But again, he has 2,000 likes and 17,000 comments. And the comments are just a bunch of women being like, no, I don't want to, we're not going to settle. We live alone. We're living our best lives. We're having brunches with our friends. We're traveling with our girlfriends. Like, we're having a really good time, not settling. And I started dating in the 90s when this misogynistic bullshit meant something, right? Where I was told like a way to a man's heart is through his stomach, okay? Like that was what I was indoctrinated with. And it's not working anymore, my love. 2,000 likes and 17,000 comments saying, no, sir. We don't believe you give out our actual happiness. So if you believe we're going to die alone miserable, why do you care? You don't. You don't care if we die miserable. So don't use that as a tactic to keep us from being alone. You don't give a shit. That's okay. 2,000 likes and 17,000 comments. He got ratioed. I hope he learns, and I hope the men that are watching it learn. We're not settling. We don't want to. There are still a demographic, a portion of women that will. They will. You can talk to them, but that's not who you're talking to. It's not who you're talking to. The rest of us don't wanna. We want to drink on our porches and buy artwork and collect puppies and kitties and friends. And we want to travel to Barcelona. Okay? And we want to spend 100% of our time on joy, reading books, and not finding out that you're cheating or that you hate us or that you'll scream if we tell you that you hurt our feelings. Evolve. Evolve. The beautiful thing is if you evolve and don't make us settle, do you know how much ass you could get from one woman? She would tackle you coming in the door. We're lovers. We're lovers. We're lovers. Evolve. Get so much attention from us. But you're not. So we're giving it to our friends.
Ladies, you have to be careful of the type of man you're dating. You have to know from the onset if a man is a time waster or a man means business. Some men are just there to waste your time and derail you from your growth, derail you from achieving your dreams. If you would love to know more about this, watch this video here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.